This is Chris Killeth. One of the key differences that I take into consideration when putting together my training programs for women. Now, one thing that we see with women versus men is a smaller upper body and a larger what we call childbearing hips, all right? Because women are always doing, in excess of cardiovascular activity for the most part. We have a lot of development in primarily the front of the legs, but, generally poor upper body development. The other issue that we see a lot is people that can't do push-ups with very good form, not because they not only because they lack strength, but also because they just don't have that motor pattern. They really haven't done many, push-ups in gym class, growing up, working out in the gym, that sort of thing. So, they just don't possess the body coordination, the motor control, to make that the case, all right? So one of the most beneficial aspects of a plank is it teaches just that, all right? We go from a logical static progression where we're just holding and neutral to where we're building true authentic strength that really carries over well to push-ups and any upper body exercise. In this video, I just want to give you an idea of how we put those together in our circuits and, some simple ways that you can do the same thing. All right, so for our first exercise, all right, what we always start our clients out with is just holding a simple plank. All right, I cue the client to tuck the shoulder blades down and back. We're starting on our knees here. All right, I want you to just get your back flat like a table. Think about screwing your hands into the ground, meaning I'm shifting the weight to the outside of my hands, really turning in my elbows, kind of tucking them in, and feeling my outer back muscles here really stiffen. All right, that's going to provide stability from the top. All right, at the same time, I'm tightening my abs and tightening my butt cheeks. All right, all of these things are going to lock in my core like a weight belt. All right, so I want to squeeze this in, really get everything tight, raise up into a plank position, and just hold like I'm holding at the top of a push-up. All right, the key here is to just keep my back flat like a table and keep my abs tight. All right, if you find that you're starting to sag or you're not feeling this, in the core or really anywhere else, you can bring the feet together, really press the feet together. That'll kind of help to stiffen everything up. But the key here is just to hold. All right, in the beginning, we'll break this up into 10-second holds. So we'll do, if we're looking for 30 seconds is the total we're looking to hold, we'll do hold for 10, come down, hold for 10, come down, etc. And then we'll start to add. In week 2, maybe we'll do 2 holds of 15 seconds, and we'll go from there. But the prereq to move from this stage is to hold in this position for a good 30 seconds, all right? So again, proper form, really getting everything tight, feeling it in the core. All right, now once I'm able to do this, all right, I know that I can maintain a static position. All right, now we're going to move to what we call movement perturbation. All right, so here, now I'm going to start to force my upper body to act as a stabilizer. So what I want to do is start to incorporate some dynamic planks. I can do things like slow marching, stepping to the side, tucking my knees to my chest. Whatever it may be, the key is to just keep the back flat, really to keep everything tight as before, and just resist this movement. Obviously, this is going to make things harder. And again, I have to stabilize a little bit better. So once I can do that, for 30 seconds, I know that I have the upper body stability to move into some more challenging positions. Now, the other thing here is that really I'm not losing form. I'm not dropping my hips. I'm not kind of sagging down as I go along. So, as long as that's the case, I can move into my third and final stage, all right, where we actually incorporate some movements of the arms, all right? So one of my favorite exercises to do that is what is called a plank to push-up. So in this exercise, I'm coming into a push-up position, coming down into a plank, coming back up, again, trying to keep my back flat like a table. We can also do things like hand walks forward, hand walks to the side, crawls to the side, crawls forward. Really anything goes. Really the key here is to be able to get to this 30-second mark with each exercise. All right, I can break that up into smaller increments and build to that 30-second mark. The ultimate progression from here, okay, would be to actually string several together into a matrix. All right, so maybe I say 5 reps of each exercise where I get a plank to push up 5 times, then I go into 5 marches, and then I just hold for a 5 count. Ultimately, if you can get to 3 upper body plank variations, you're going to have ripped triceps, your upper body is going to be fabulously strong, and that's how we want to work. But that is a logical way to build your push-up, build your plank position into, a stronger, more stable, exercise. Build that upper body strength, get a very good core, and to do better, in planking exercises and planking circuits, where usually you're feeling this maybe in the arms and the legs versus the core. That is a progression that will help you with that. All right, so that is one of the key considerations that I'm going to make.